Welcome back, guys. Absent-minded gamer here. Hey, today it is episode 7 of 5 random airports and airfields. This time around, we're going to kind of jump all over the place. And first up, we're going to be looking at the island of Pico, and we're going to be going to LPPI, Lincoln Paul Paul Ida, and that is also the airport goes by the name of Pico. And what kind of caught my attention here is that this is a volcanic island. And the volcano is within eyeshot of the airport. And actually, it's within eyeshot of the whole island. And then you have some other interesting terrain to look at near the airport, which would be all the volcanic rock and runoff from an eruption. The volcano itself is called Montana do Pico. The terminal building is pretty nice. There you go, Aeroporto de Alma do Pico. A nice little runway. We're sitting here at the end of the runway in our little twin islander, and we're going to just take off and fly around the island a bit, then come back and land. So let's just jump right on in, shall we? We're gonna just take a short little VFR flight, fly up towards the town of Madalena, which, oh dear. We'll fly up towards the town of Madalena, which seems to be the main hub of this island. Other islands out across from the main island that you can fly to, and each one does have a runway that you can land on. Basically, from what I can tell, most of this island is like a nature preserve. Up here to our front left would be Medellina. Now, I didn't notice any extra scenery for this. I don't even think I looked. Now, actually, I did not look for any extra scenery for this area to see if I could enhance it. See if I could enhance it at all. or not heavily. It looks moderately populated. But then if you fly a little further south, there's a town called Candelaria, and then Salmetus. A couple little populated areas. Kind of makes you wonder what these places look like in real life. It's out in the North Atlantic. It is kind of off the, if you were to shoot from mainland, you're off the coast of Portugal. Yeah, this is actually I believe it is, yeah, it's a Portuguese nation. So, yeah. Within earshot of Portugal. As you look out there, there's actually, looks like another community out over there. And the island itself is quite large. I'm sure this is a popular tourist attraction. Up here. that's going to do it for LPPI. I urge you to check it out. It's a good little airport. So let's move on to the next one. Next up is LIRX, Lincoln Ida Robert X-Ray. This will be a small island off the coast of Italy, and the name of it, the airport, is Avio Superfici. That can't be right. I'm terrible at translating these things. Let's see what I can find here. Not much. Avio Superfici Aliquera? Or something to that effect. It is 1,904 feet of dirt. So just under 2,000 feet of runway. There are a few outbuildings, but like I said, this puts you on the coast of Italy. And I believe the next runway coming up is also off the coast of Italy. But this looks like a well-used airport. We got some airplanes parked out there, some outbuildings. And we're going to be in the Cessna 182 from Caronado for this flight. There's some detail here. There's a lot of hidden detail. Like over here we have this bridge. And some very interesting terrain. And I'm assuming that would be the town or village. It would be Laniose or Laniose. I don't really know how to pronounce that. So let's just get in the airplane and go fly and see what we can see. What kind of struck my fancy about this one was why aren't we going? What kind of struck my fancy about this one is the terrain is a little different. It has a lot of trees, of course, which that seems to be something that Microsoft really seems to like. But it has some elevation to it. Some mountainous areas, a lot of gullies and valleys. Isn't that gorgeous? Fagasu. Forgive me if I get these names wrong. As we crest this, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Rome Center Golf Alpha November Romeo Whiskey is type CT 182T, 2 miles
It's
west
a
of
unique
Lima,
area to
Romeo
fly in.
X-ray, 2,500 feet.
I
Request
found
right
it.
following.
I mean, I know it's out there, but I found it totally by accident. I don't do a lot of flying in foreign countries. I usually just go to places that I know.
Squawk
So
6651
jumping
November
into
Romeo
this
Whiskey.
is, I'm always, I'm always left amazed at how well Flight Simulator depicts the real world.
Roger November Romeo Whiskey.
It's like a beautiful place to visit. Then you fly over this and you get this wide open valley. I guess my reasoning for doing these videos is that it inspires me to go somewhere different. And if I can inspire somebody else to go and fly somewhere different, then it's all been worthwhile. Because it is so easy to fall into that rut of just flying where you know in Flight Simulator and never, I always fly out of Yakima, Washington because I'm familiar with that area. I grew up there and I don't usually give the rest of the world much of a chance when it comes to flying, or I'll fly along the Oregon coast or Washington. Actually, the Pacific Northwest is where I usually fly when I'm doing Flight Simulator. So if I can do this, it inspires me to see other things and do other and fly other areas and try something different, if that makes sense. Probably a little low right now. That's good. Okay, let's get lined up. That's going to be the runway right over there. Okay, we are set up here for landing. Let's see if we can get it right this time. That last landing was questionable. I don't really have an excuse because there's nothing hard about this lining this up. So there's that. that's going to do it for this one. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is LIRJ. This will be Lincoln, Ida, Robert, John. This will be Marina di Campo. It is 4,109 feet of asphalt runway. This is one of those airports that came with Flight Simulator that are very well detailed. And I couldn't tell you who made it other than the folks that brought us Flight Simulator. But it's a beautiful area. The island, again, is off the coast of Italy. And this must be a pretty hot tourist spot because a lot of attention has gone into this island. And look at the town or the village that's next to the airport. And you can even hear dogs barking as we're sitting here. And no, I'm not hearing dogs barking in my neighborhood. I'm actually hearing it here in Flight Simulator. There they are. But it's a really nice area. It's one of those that, wow, I had no idea. The airport is well detailed. There's a lot of eye candy. And they apparently get some big jets in here. This bar. A nice swimming pool with a motel attached to it. Or hotel. Just needed some people out in the pool. Private rooms. That's pretty cool. I wish they would put out a list, or if there is a list, somebody could direct me towards it, of all these airports that are like this in Flight Simulator. Because I only managed to find them by mistake. Elba Airport. You even got a nice waiting area in the airport here. Oops. Very nice. Alright, well, let's get in a plane and we will take a short little flight. And okay. So I'm looking at a map here, and that would be Marina di Campo. We're going to fly and take off kind of north. And we'll be over Sant'Ilario Le Pila. And then Procchio, which is on the other side of the island, over that mountain or hill. Sensitive there.
Rome Center Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cirrus SR 22 1 miles northwest of Lima India Romeo Juliet 600 feet. Request flight following. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Rome Center.
Squawk 1077.
Squawk 1077, Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles north of Lima, India, Romeo, Juliet, 1,100 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I don't know why, but my Cirrus sounds broken. That would be Procchio down there. Right? Yep, Procchio. I am trying my best to say these villages, towns correctly. But it's a nice little area, nice island. And I'm not 100% sure. I can't make my map do anything at the moment. I don't think I'm in the Cirrus, am I? I feel really stupid right now because I don't even know what kind of airplane I'm in. I just grabbed one and I thought it was the Cirrus. There is a lot to see here. No, I'm pretty certain I'm in... Yeah, I'm in the Cirrus. I think my brain isn't working right. Okay, well that's going to be it. There is a lot to see here. So this is definitely worth checking out. More.
American 5-3, heavy descent and maintain flight level tree 60.
500.
American 5-3, heavy descent and maintain flight level tree 60.
Okay, well, hey, that's going to do it for this one. We'll move on to the next one. Next up is Shishima. Yeah, I said it right, Shishima. This time around, we're looking at RJDT. The runway is 6,188 feet, and it is an asphalt runway. So I chose this one because one of my favorite games that I play on the PS5 is Ghost of Tsushima. I absolutely love that game, and in my opinion is probably one of the best open world games ever for the PlayStation. But that's my opinion. But anyways, I've never visited the island in Flight Simulator, and I just happened upon it totally by accident when I was looking for places to fly. And I thought, well, hey, let's go there. Let's feature this airport, and it doesn't disappoint. It's the area is beautiful. I'm sure it has a lot to do with the Japan update that came some time ago, but the airport is nicely detailed. The towns and communities are all detailed, and the island is laid out nicely. And now, if you could ask me to match things up with the game, you probably could to some extent, but I'm not going to do that. But if you look off to that way, mainland Japan is that direction, and South Korea is that direction. So you have a pretty large island to explore here. And the runway itself has a nice terminal building. There's some really good detail here. I mean, we are kind of dealing with generic buildings and whatnot. And there may even be extra scenery elsewhere that would go right along with this, but I did not go looking. But what I find interesting about this island is that the elevation varies. It goes, there's no real flat areas. It's up and down. There's a lot of just a lot of elevation. So I thought that would be kind of interesting to look at from the air. Like here. I mean, you have what would be this little community here. But the level of detail is really, really good. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and jump in the plane. We'll go for a flight. Go back, take another look at the airport, and then we'll go for a quick little flight and see what we can see. Okay, so the airport obviously handles large aircraft. I mean, it's, what did I say it was? 6,188 feet. So you're dealing with some pretty big airplanes here. Probably a lot of commuters to and from Japan. I thought I saw, when I was looking at this earlier, I could have swore I saw a 737 parked out in front of the terminal, but I might be wrong. Alright, there it is. Shishima. Alright, let's jump in the plane and go. We are in the Diamond Katana.
Tokyo Center Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Diamond 1 miles northwest of Romeo Juliet Delta Tango 700 feet. Request flight following.
Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Tokyo Center. Squawk 7231.
Squawk 7231 Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles west of Romeo Juliet.
I've played the game so many times I could probably tell you what's looking down at the terrain,
Roger Diamond
what's in
X-Ray
the
Golf
game.
Sierra.
Or what area of the what is happening in the game versus what is, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, that Tsushima taking what's happening like right in this area of the game and what is there, Granted, Tsushima, the game is supposed to be way back when there were no vehicles and definitely no planes, and the island was littered with Mongols, so a little different, but it's still cool. That's pretty neat. This looks like another interesting area to explore. I know making comparisons between the video game Ghost of Tsushima and Tsushima Island on Flight Simulator the reality there is pretty far and few between. So I just think it's kind of funny. Because I've played that game so many times that I feel like I know the area. Have our runway. Too much flap there. I might make another video touring this island just for fun. Okay, that's going to be it for Shishima. Let's see what's next. And lastly, we have Casco Cove in Alaska. This will be off mainland Alaska. And it is a bituminous runway. It is 5,971 feet. It is mainly a Coast Guard station. Would be where they fly out their helicopters and whatnot. But I don't know that this has any civilian use, but I found it and I thought this would be interesting to show off. So the runway itself is large. The IACO code is PAAT, Paul Adam Adam Tom. And it's pretty nice. I was originally looking at a runway or a airport off the coast of Russia, and I happened upon this by accident, and I thought this was a little more interesting. So here we are. There isn't a lot of outbuildings. It's a pretty basic airport. Initially I thought it was a military base, but it looks to be, from what I read online, it is strictly a Coast Guard base. And they fly their planes and helicopters in and out of here. But there's some beautiful views here. Your building here is a pretty generic airport building. Nothing really fancy. No airplanes or anything parked outside. But what you have is an island to explore that looks interesting, to say the least. But there you have it. We're going to jump into the Kodiak and check this area out. I love this airplane. This has got to be one of the best add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator. When they come out with their new one, there's a lot of wind coming off that water. I got my GTN up here. Kind of get a better idea of what we're looking at island-wise. It is the only airport on the island, so there's no other. I was not able to find any other little airstrips or anything. So I'm assuming that this island is mainly run and used by the Coast Guard.
Anchorage Center, November 27 Tree, Kilo, Quebec, is type 2 miles south of Papa Alpha Alpha Tango 600 feet. Request flight following.
November 27 Tree, Kilo, Quebec, Anchorage Center. Squawk 6752.
Squawk 6752 Tree, Kilo, Quebec.
Tree, Kilo, Quebec, radar contact, 3 miles south of Papa Alpha Alpha Tango, 1,400 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Tree, Kilo, Quebec.
I would assume that there's probably Alaskan natives that live on this island. I would doubt very much that it's uninhabited, but Flight Simulator doesn't show much in the way of communities or villages on this island. It looks pretty barren. Ow. Okay, we got a co-pilot here. The cat wants to sit and watch. So the cat's going to sit and watch. Okay, let's get lined up for the runway. You get a pretty good idea of what we're seeing here. I would probably guess that it's a pretty inhospitable place in the wintertime. See, there's little homes scattered all over. So there are roads. So there are obviously people that live there.
$500.
Alright, well that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I look forward to the next one. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.